Good morning, everybody. It is morning time. I mean, with not the sun out, but daylight of sorts. I wanted to show you a couple of things. This was given to me by Michelle. She went around the beach all this, well, as long as I've been here. And once a week, she brings things from the food banks, and she's bought me bread and all different kind of stuff. I mean, she got milk one time, apple juice, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, she brought me a care package for my farewell, and that was so sweet of her. But in the package, there was two things. Love Tale, it's a card, and I would read to you what it says, and I probably will later, but right now it's still a little bit too dark in here. And the other was pets, and then there's a saying or something there on the back. But I thought that was so sweet of her, and I'm going to put them up here above the door because I want to be reminded of her all the time and thanking her for being such a nice lady. Well, coffee time. Oh, and this time I've got cinnamon, oh my gosh, can't remember what it was. Cinnamon hazelnut. It's delicious. Delicious. El Dulce de Leche. I also got that one again because after drinking it a couple of times, I really liked it. I mean, I ended up really liking it. Anyway, gusts during the night was 40 miles an hour. That's bad. Especially when you feel like the tires are lifting off the ground because of the wind coming against it. It was really kind of unnerving last night. And you know, I've been in winds higher than that before, but I was in my little minivan, so it wasn't quite so bad. I have not looked outside yet to see where these tents ended up at, but I'm sure some of them ended up somewhere other than where they were. My gosh. Paul, I think I said yesterday, Paul was going to go get me all the things I need. You know, the oil, the transmission fluid, the coolant. Oh, he's getting me a new radiator cap. And I'll pay him back tomorrow. I'll run into town and I'll pay him back. So I think that's really great because I don't want to be out there in this weather. I just do not want to be. And hold on, I want to get something here. Look at that, sweetheart. You can get up there now. See? That's the little monkey for... Where you at, baby? Where's she at? There she is. He's over here. For my little monkey over here. Yeah. And, oh, excuse me. Okay, get up here. That's Sassy wanting up. Since Minnie Cheese up here in the bed with me. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Brian is on the passenger seat because he likes being there. Not the passenger, the driver's seat. And, oops, man, I keep on bumping. This is bad. But we made it through the night, and I think the high today is going to be like 55. But with this wind and rain, it may as well not say 55 because we're going to really feel it. And the low is supposed to be like 40 tonight, I believe. Wow, I thought it was all over with. We had like 5 days of absolutely beautiful weather. And then along came the bad weather. Yeah. So, it's really, I don't like this kind of weather, but I want spring. spring to really spring. Please come. I don't want super hot days, but I want hot days. And I want just a minimal amount of breeze, just enough to cool the heat. And no rain. I'm tired of rain. That's all I've had this winter. Since November, it's been rain, it's been wind, it's been cold, and we're in South Texas on the beach. Really? Am I having a nightmare? And it's really beautiful outside? Maybe. But let me wake up from my nightmare. Whew. This is not my cup of tea, like I said. But anyway, guys, we fared it through the night. And the winds have calmed down considerably. Not to say it isn't windy, it is. But maybe in the 20s or maybe 20. Or teens or something like that. But it's just been, to me, this is not a normal winter, especially in the South here. But, you know, it is what it is, and since I'm not going to get on politics, I'm not going to say what I think, but I think it. I think it no matter what. Okay. You know, sometimes it's very difficult not to open my mouth and say what I think about politics, not religion. Religion, I definitely believe everybody should believe whatever they want to. And I do in politics too, don't get me wrong. But I don't see nothing to argue with about religion, because faith is faith, and that's different. But when it comes to politics, I'm a very argumentative person, so I have to keep my mouth shut. Zip. And it's not because I care what other people think or anything like that. It's because I believe that we have a right of the freedom of speech, and that we should exercise it. But I also believe in respecting other people and their beliefs. So that's where I stand. Respect other people's belief. Respect what they believe in all matters. So don't argue with them, because you know one thing I learned a long time ago? You can't change anybody. You can only change yourself. And that's a fact. So any of you that are trying to change somebody else, don't do it. You're not going to change them. But if you look at the situation, you may realize that it's you and not them. That's right. It just might be that. And it's sad. And you know, when my husband and I were friends before we got married, all of our friends, knowing that I was madly in love with him, would say, why don't you try to change him? You know, maybe you could change him, because he was gay. And I just looked at them and I said, why would I change what I love? Good question, isn't it? Why would you change what you love? I knew what you were when I met you. I knew what you are the whole time that I've known you. And if I love what you are all this time, what do I want to change? I don't. And a lot of people thought, oh, that's so silly, you really should, because, you know, you two do love each other. Honey, it doesn't matter. Love is love, and love isn't there. Oh, I love you, now let me change you. Do you know that that's exactly how a lot of marriages don't work, or a lot of relationships don't work? Because, I'm sorry, I keep on going back and forth, but I'm drinking my coffee. But it's because people want to change people, instead of looking at oneself and saying, where does the change begin? It begins in you. Don't forget that. The change begins in you. And I know I'm talking about this at the very end of my video, and I hope y'all watch the video to the end, but I think it's important to bring that out. And I don't know, just spoke to my head. I was not planning to talk about this, but you know, maybe somebody needs to hear it. Okay, y'all. Love you. Hugs. And see, I got a sweatshirt on. Ha, it's cold. And peace. Thank you all for watching my video.